Today, we're going to be talking about this cool little kit from Llndei. Never heard of them. Don't even know if I'm saying that right, but we're going to look at it. I like it. I've got good first impressions on it, but we're going to have to check it out and see how it turns out and if it's worth buying. Real quick, before we get into it, this segment is sponsored by Highwell. They sent me a pair of their merino wool boot socks a few months ago to try out. And that's the only compensation I got for it, just the socks. So here's my honest take. First of all, I believe in taking care of your feet. Sometimes we kind of overlook them. We buy the cheapest socks we can get because, well, we don't seem to care as much, but it is pretty important. So look, if you spend any amount of time in the garage, in the winter, the summer, whatever, you need a good pair of socks. When your feet get wet or sweaty, it's just a bad day. So I've been wearing these socks for a few months now, and I've got to say, I'm really liking them. My feet have stayed warm, they've stayed dry, and they've stayed comfortable. These socks are 53% merino wool, which regulates the temperature. It keeps heat in when it's cold. It wicks moisture away when you're working. They've got thick cushioning on the sole and extra padding around the heel and ankle, which if you're standing on concrete all day, you'll really appreciate that. Hey, if you don't mind, check them out. Tell me what you think. There'll be a link in the description. Hey, your feet will thank you. Now back to the video. So let's take a look at this thing. So I've already said the name Llndei. I don't have a model number or product number. I couldn't find it anywhere. It's not on the case. And it's not anywhere in the box. Comes with it says it's the user manual. There's not much instruction on it, not that I think you would need it. A couple of silica gel packs. And this. So what we have here is 6 through 19 millimeter, 2 extension bars, 1 6-inch, 1 15-inch, and then there's an attachment so you can make either one of those a T-bar, which a 15-inch T-bar would be, it'd be a little big, but I mean, especially for a 3/8 drive, because you might twist something off with that, and plus it comes with a swivel attachment and this. Now this is the key to it. This and the way the sockets are. Let me explain. A lot of companies right now have this dual drive technology. In other words, they have the 3/8 drive and then they have a hex around. So you could take this end, put it in there, and you've got a short, stubby way to get in on fasteners. Add your extension, any extension you want. You don't have to add these. Just notice that that's a little floppy. But anyway, any extension you want, and you've got a ratchet. And it holds in there. It doesn't really hold in there the greatest, but, well, now it's not coming out as easy as it did. But anyway, it ain't just gonna flop out on you, but it could push out on you. It's not super great. So, right now on Amazon, they're offering a 10% off coupon or something like that. So you can get it for $51.29, which is a pretty good deal for what it is. Now, the regular price is $56.99. Still a pretty good deal for what it is if it's worth a flip. So let's look into it a little more and let's do a few tests. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure these, see how they fit a bolt, and then compare it to the original dual drive type deal, and that's Astro. or dual drive Stubby. Snap-on may have had something similar, but this is the first, the Astro was one of the first affordable setups. Let's measure the 19 millimeter first. And it looks like it's 19.2. Trying to get the tightest area. 19.4 looks like it. So that was a 19 millimeter. And this is a 14 millimeter. Like it's 14.4. Maybe 14.3. It's hard to measure it like that. Now let's look at the Astro. These are used. They are one of the regular tools that I use. It's a tool I use on a regular basis. Okay, 14.2. So just slightly better fit. And, okay, it looks like 19.3. It jumped up to 19.5 because I slipped a little bit. Now, let's look and just get a good feeling for how it fits on a bolt, on the head of a bolt. So here's your, see, it's got a little bit of play there, not a ton. Let's look at what the Astro looks like. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If I hadn't measured it, I wouldn't know the difference. Now let's look at the 14. Not bad. And here is the Astro. Not too bad. Sorry I couldn't get it to focus right, but now I want to take it over here to my vise. Well, no, I'm going to put it right here, and I am going to put some pressure on it. I'm not going to put so much on it as to guarantee it will break, but I'm going to put a little pressure on it just to see if it breaks under little load, you know, just what we would normally use it for.
But he did in fact put too much on it.
I'm going to start by putting this bolt in the vise, and the goal, which it should be able to do it, but the goal, I'm going to tear this bolt all up, but that's okay. The goal is to make the vise slip. Now this is a pretty good vise, even though it's seen some use, it's a doggone good vise. But I'm going to reef on this thing and make sure I get it as tight as possible. Okay. I'm going to put the long extension on it. And let's see what kind of damage we can do. Wanted to bring you in just a little closer. Put this on it. So this, you have to swap sides to change directions. And one side is looser than the other as far as the socket being able to fall out. That thing sure is flexing a lot. Something is moving, and I'm not sure it's the bolt. I guess the bolt is moving. So that's not bad. That was a pretty good bit. I don't like There we go. I showed it to you to failure. I really didn't like how much this was flexing. I didn't like it at all. Let's talk about it a little bit. Let me show you where the failure happened. This part, I think that's an Allen head screw. Let me try to get it to focus. Right there, it's an Allen head. So it's a screw, a pivot pin, all the way through, and it broke out the other side. Break on through to the other side. Okay. So there you have it. I'm disappointed. I wanted it to perform better, and it didn't. Even if this pin would have been stronger, I believe the outside portion of this Y would have broke next. If the pin wouldn't have broke, the other would have broke. Y'all seen it flexing on me? I'm disappointed. But that's why I do this, right? So while it's a pretty good price for what seems like a decent tool, buyer beware. If you're not going to be putting a whole lot on it, I would say maybe using, I don't know if it's worth it if you've got a, if you can't use it for a little reach. I don't think I was putting, it's hard for me to tell you, but I don't think I was putting over about 100 pounds on this, which may seem like a lot. I don't know. This is a product you need to pay just a little bit more money for, unless you're not going to be doing a whole lot with it and you plan on breaking it. Now this has a lifetime warranty. I don't know if I'm going to contact them and get another one. I don't know if it's worth it. I will get back with you in another video to see how the warranty process is if I decide to warranty it. If that's something you want to know and how they work it, hey, give me a heads up and I'll make sure I get that done. If no one's interested, hey, there ain't no sense in me calling them, because I think this is a fail so far. But you never know. In the end, this is what you're buying this product for. This piece here. Everyone makes these dual drive sockets, and this isn't a bad price. I'm sure these sockets would work great. They don't look like they're super thin in any bad spots. That head, though, is. So with that said, if you just bought it for the sockets, the two extensions, and the little T-bar deal, and maybe the pinless wobble attachment, extension, whatever, it may or may not be worth $51, $52. That's up to you. Hey, be sure to stay tuned. I've got plenty more products I want to show you that I've got and I want to use or I've used. There's even some updates on some stuff. Like, I never showed you the video because I broke it, but an electric ratchet that a few people had great luck with, that I broke it on a 10 millimeter lock nut, putting the battery back in to my F350. So, and it, 10 millimeter lock nut. So there you have it. Thank y'all. Take care. Be sure to stay tuned, and I need some likes. Give me some comments. And I really need you to share this. And if you ain't already subscribed, please do so. If you like the content, it would help me out a ton. I hate begging for that, but it's time for me to get back in gear, take this serious, and get y'all some more videos out. I've got plenty of stuff to do, and pretty soon we're going to be working on that Fairlane. I've also got a battery to put in my motorcycle and a few other things upcoming. Also, if y'all don't mind, could you please tune in to my live? I have it every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in. As soon as we get the viewership back up on the live, I'm going to start doing giveaways again. I used to give away something every Sunday night on that to people who viewed it live, and I want to start back doing it, but I really need to increase the viewership. We have a pretty good time in there. We talk about everything, not just tools. We dip just a little bit into world, what's going on in the world, and things that affect all of us. And, of course, we talk about tools. And I get plenty of recommendations for some of the people in there about new things that they've seen. Got some great regular viewers, and I hope to add you to it. Thank y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.